That's what I wanted. Okay? That's what I wanted. I wanted a lubrication. I wasn't happy you didn't give it to me before. You gave it to me. And now I am thankful. What the hell? What is this doing in here? Now I'm thankful. Malt. Cheers. Someone told me that David De Gea is the best keeper in the world. No, that's why I got told that David De Gea is the best keeper in the world. Now, I don't want to be too harsh, but maybe just a little bit. Those that believe that if you're amazing in the Premier League, you're amazing in the world, I am begging you, stop thinking that way. We live on planet Earth. The world doesn't revolve around the Premier League. All because you do amazing things in the Premier League doesn't mean anything. So every time that people say David De Gea is great and everything, I'm like, yeah, he plays in the Premier League. How good are the shots that he faces in the Premier League? How good are they? Because I can't just say that for David De Gea. He does make some impressive saves, but quite a few of the saves that he makes, because I've been a keeper before. So I know when it's a really good save and a pretty standard save. Okay? So, again, man, the Premier League isn't the be-all and end-all of football. So all because David De Gea is great in the Premier League, it doesn't make him great in the world. It just doesn't make him great in the world. So when you're not going up against guys who know how to really shoot that ball and really clear that ball, because people say, because for the... Yeah, will you get to the second goal? Yes. Will you get to the second goal? Yes, yes, we will. But before we get to the second goal, let's deal with the first goal. Now, people would say that was hard to save. I'll get to what Leno did. McTominay, this is on you. Smalling, this is on you. Smalling, this is on you. So, bro, this was on you. Shouldn't have broken homeboy's nose. Now look. It's on you, bro. You're to blame. Smalling is to blame for all this. But before we go into Messi's G, you see, people would say there's nothing that De Gea could have done for that shot. Shut the hell up. You can't have it both ways. If he's supposed to be the best keeper in the world, you should save that. That wasn't a one-on-one. That wasn't in the box. That was outside of the box from a flipping angle. It was outside of the box from an angle. If you're the best keeper in the world, you should save that. So once Messi scored that, I'm like, how good are you really? If you're the best keeper in the world, if you're Superman, as some people call you, you should save that. Because that was from outside the box. Okay, so you had enough time to read it and look for it. And if you're the best in the world, I think you should save that. So you can't have it both ways. You can't be like, he's the best in the world. Oh no, that... Guys, let's be real. It was a great goal. That was unsavable. I know what unsavable looks like. That was unsavable. Really? Now, if you're an average keeper, it is unsavable. If you're a pretty good keeper, it's unsavable. But let's deal with the narrative. You told me he's the best goalkeeper in the world. That's what you told me. And you insulted me for saying no. I said no, Ter Stegen is. I said, oh no, who's Ter Stegen? Who's he? I say, no, do you watch La Liga? Oh, who's Ter Stegen? Oh, De Gea is the best. He's... Okay. Save it. You're the best in the world. Save it. Now, as far as the second one goes, now, you see, if you're the best keeper in the world, in very high-profile games, you cannot be making mistakes like that. If you're the best keeper in the world, in high-profile games, you cannot allow the ball to go under you like a fool. Now, I said it wouldn't be harsh, but I do remember in another high-profile game, the World Cup, where he made a huge blunder. And yet, a huge game, second leg, 1-0, your team playing well, you do that, and your team's morale goes all the way down. So I believe that we have to rethink this whole thing of De Gea being the best keeper in the world. That's what I'm saying. So next time, listen to me. All because you roll in the Premier League doesn't mean you're the best in the world. Aguero, amazing in the Premier League. Homeboy misses the penalty, misses a whole thing in the Champions League. What has Aguero done in the Champions League? Although he could ride very good against Tottenham. De Gea, quality in the Premier League. Big, huge game. Blunder. You get beat from outside the box. So please. But let's just be real. Before Barcelona got that ass, because they did get that ass. Let's just be real. But before they got that ass, United looked good. United looked good. Which is where the Messi problem comes in. Because for the first 6-7 minutes, I was like, okay, now I now see how United can really get at these guys, because how Martial and Rashford and Lingard were finding space, I was like, okay, Barcelona are going to struggle. And the way that United were causing Barcelona issues is why I believe Liverpool will beat Barcelona. And Liverpool will cause Barcelona issues at Camp Nou. Because I think that's the size of the pitch, how wide the pitch is, and Barcelona defensively, and how open Barcelona are. They will be susceptible to speed and direct runners. And in Lingard and Rashford especially, they're direct runners. And in Martial, who was very technically very good and was finding space on the left and had space and time to really think about what he wanted to do, it was a disaster. And they were finding spaces. So United looked really good for those opening 5-6 minutes. But it's like, when you have a Messi, you have a Messi. And the goal started from homeboy putting it through his legs. Messi colored Fred. He colored him. Because Messi was like, all right, look. He broke my nose. Because I did, okay. I called Messi. So look, let her know. Bro. What was that whole, you owed me a lubrication. Then Messi was like, oh, are you now doubting my powers? I'm like, I'm not doubting your powers, but you did look a little bit rusty then and everything. Then he just said, the guy broke my nose. I'm like, okay, what are you gonna do about it? And then he basically laughed. I was like, Jesus, it's bad. I didn't crack a joke. He colored red, switch away, and said, you know what? That dude there, you're the number one keeper in the world. You're the best. You're God. You're Superman. Let's see if you can go right there, bottom left. Let's see how good you really are. You ain't that good. Because if you're the best, you should be able to stop the best. And you failed on that. And as for the second one, I mean, look, let's not even talk about that. So I think once Barcelona got those 2 goals, it was game over. The second goal was crucial. I think United still felt they could have still been in the game 1-0 down. So I think United felt, okay, look, 1-0 down, we're fine. We're still getting openings. The second goal was such a sucker punch based on the manner in which it happened. So it just was very hard for United to react to it. And I think you even saw from Solskjaer that, damn it. What the hell do we do here? And I think from that point on, the mismatch from the first leg happened and Barcelona just played around. It was a mismatch. It was a mismatch. 2 different teams, 2 different levels. United they just couldn't cope with the quality that Barcelona were playing with, the way they were moving the ball around, the way they were finding openings, the one-touch nature, and Barcelona just got into the groove. So they rode that really tough, and that's why you got to give credit to PK, man. PK really, calmer. Because that was a tough time, and PK was like, look, chill. Let's not do long ball. Let me defend, reading, boom. Let's take it easy. We're not going to concede. Let me get that ball out. So PK is really getting in his bag. He's really getting in his bag, and he will need to win when Liverpool come knocking. Oh man, that's going to be some crazy 2 legs. Should we talk about Coutinho? Should we? Coutinho is still a flop. He's still a brick. And he has no business starting ahead of the Us. That hasn't changed. That goal is what he does. That's why he's called Shootinho. Because he has scored that goal 3 billion times. And that was an outstanding goal. See, now, for De Gea, that was tough to save. But again, if you call him the best keeper in the world, he shot from outside the box. So if he's the best in the world, he should save it. 2 shots from outside the box, ball went in. So again, guys, when you make these bold statements, think about it, or else you'll start to look like fools. That's what I'm saying. Just think before you make these statements. Superb goal from Coutinho. Absolutely amazing goal. But that would be very narrow-minded to think that, oh my gosh, he scored that, therefore this guy is the best in the world. This guy's incredible. Come on, guys. Let's cut the crap. Let's be real. That's a very, very narrow-minded way of thinking, man. It was a mismatch. Like, I think what Solskjaer will say to himself is that period before Barcelona scored, that was very promising. And I think if I was Solskjaer, when you saw how well United did, then you say for Solskjaer, why didn't you go with this lineup as Old Trafford? You should have. I think that was Solskjaer's mistake. If you had went with that lineup at Old Trafford, where Barcelona would not feel as comfortable, especially coming to England where they do not travel well, especially in England. If you'd gone with that lineup, you probably would have won the game. And you would have had a whole different situation in the second leg. So, for Solskjaer, looking at how Martial, Lingard, and Rashford caused that defense so many issues, it was such a bad move not starting them in the first leg. Because it just did not make any sense. Which is why it goes to the whole Ajax thing. Don't go out like chumps. Roll with how you roll. Just roll with how you roll. Live and die by how you roll. Live and die by how you roll. Just roll by how you roll. So, that was missed. We'll never know. What would happen? Maybe there's total loss, but who knows? But what I would say to people, pick your best team. Put your best team forward. Don't second guess. Especially when you're the inferior team, don't second guess. If you're the inferior team, put your best foot forward. Try to win the game and try to be as positive as possible. If you lose, bam. There's no harm in losing if you try to be positive. But the worst thing is, if you try to second guess, you try to now be much more defensive and try to continue trying to be tactical. No. As the inferior team, you have no business trying to be tactical or trying to be clever. Just put your best team and then see where the cards fall. So for Barcelona, man, easy walk, basic. They're in the semis. Valverde haters, what up? They did what they did. I hope the Usna starts. Arthur's looking very good. Arthur's looking very good. And yeah, man, so Barcelona awaits Liverpool. So I'm telling you right now, man, that's Barcelona, Liverpool. Because guys, I mean, if we're going to get Man City, Ajax, Barcelona, Liverpool. Woo-wee! I can't wait. Sweet. Thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot Patron page. Peace. Head over to the official site at halffootballhot.com or just click over here.